Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make my all-time favorite condiment. They're called condiments at the restaurant. It's those really good spicy carrots at like Muchas Gracias or any Mexican restaurant. They're like soaked in jalapeno juice and like the perfect texture ever. And if anyone goes to Muchas Gracias, my best friends know to grab me a Ziploc bag full of the carrots from Muchas Gracias because they know how much I like it. So instead of creeping on Muchas Gracias all the time, I decided to learn how to make my own. I've only made them one other time, so this may take a little while, but I'm going to film the process. What you're going to need is carrots, water, apple cider vinegar, a little bit of garlic if I have any that might be left out, a couple cans of jalapeños, and some cooking stuff. So I got these carrots at Fred Meyer, and they are organic carrots. They used to have these long, gorgeous stems. I kind of wish they were still here so I could show you how organic and beautiful they look, but that's just not realistic for in my fridge, so I chopped them off. If there's any good reason to keep those long stems and use them for anything, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, this is how I'm storing it. So you'll want to start by washing and drying your carrots. You'll want to cut up the carrots in manageable pieces. The way Muchas Gracias does it is to cut them thick. Some of them were round, some of them had flat sides. It does not really matter how you cut them, just make sure they're in shapes that you feel like eating, I suppose. As I'm showing here, the shapes are different. Some have flat edges, some are completely round. Just do whatever works for you. I don't know if I had the best knife, but I did it without injury. Next, you'll want to heat up a bit of oil. I used olive oil and threw in a couple pieces of garlic. You'll want to saute the garlic to get a lot of the flavor into the oil. I put this on about medium heat. Next, you'll want to add your carrots. I also pulled apart a little bit of cauliflower because I loved pickled cauliflower. Just make sure it's in manageable bite-sized pieces once again. Stir everything into the oil, make sure it's evenly coated, and you'll let this saute for about 2 to 3 minutes. I set my timer on my Fitbit and we'll fast forward a little bit. After 3 minutes, you'll want to add a teaspoon of salt. I used Himalayan sea salt that I got in the bulk section at Whole Foods, but you may feel free to use whatever healthy salt you have on hand. I also got out my bay leaves. These are from Fred Meyer, the brand Simply Organic. You'll need about 2 to 3 dried bay leaves. I added 3 bay leaves. I'm not sure if I even taste the bay leaves in it, but the recipe calls for it, so I put in 3 and let them be. Next, we want to add a cup and a half of apple cider vinegar and let that simmer for about 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes is up, we're going to add a cup and a half of water. And a whole can of full or whole size jalapenos. I use the brand La Cantana. You'll definitely want to pour in the whole jalapenos. This is really going to release the flavor into the carrots and make it ultra spicy. Once everything is mixed together, you do want to bring it to a quick boil and then let simmer for another 15 minutes. After it has simmered for a bit, make sure to turn off the stove and let it cool down. You do typically want the carrots to cool all the way before transferring to the container, but I decided to let them cool off in the container. The directions do say to remove the bay leaves as you don't want to eat them or consume them at all. They're not edible, they just release flavor. I also decided to remove some of the jalapenos as in my last batch. They did continue to release flavor and became a little too spicy for me, so I took out just 1 or 2 of those.
Slowly and carefully transfer the mixture into your container. I used a plastic Tupperware container, but you may use glass or pour it into whatever storage container you want to have in your fridge. We are going to be storing these overnight or for as many days as you'd like. They do serve best cold. I'm not going to lie though, I ate a couple while they were still warm and they were delicious.
So if you're into the spicy carrots, I definitely suggest making this. They are gonna be so good. I'm so excited. They're vegan. They're pretty healthy. I don't use any sugar. Sometimes some of the pickled recipes do call for sugar. But as you saw, the ingredients are simple. I will put the recipe in the description bar below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe. And thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye.